me or not? Hello, Arnav. Okay. So we can wait for 2 minutes. Let's other to join. Then we can start. Okay. Good morning, Arnav. Okay. We can wait for 2 minutes. Let's other to join. Then we can start. Okay. Okay, we can start today lectures. Okay, so can you hear me, Arnav? My voice is clear. Okay. So uh, regarding the midterm question, still I have not received the question paper of the midterm. Once I receive the question paper from the sir, then I will discuss the solution of the midterm. Okay. So I think after Holi, we will discuss in the next class. Okay. After Holi, uh, we will discuss about the solution of the midterm question. Okay. Okay, Rishikesh, are you clear with this? Because still I don't have. You have all the questions. Monu, you have all the questions. Okay, so you can share with me. Okay, so I will prepare the solutions and then I will discuss with you. Okay. Okay, Monu. So okay, I will write the mail ID. Okay. Okay, Monu, you can share with me the questions and I will discuss after Holi the solution of it. Okay. So today we have seen. So I think you can see the screen also. You can see the screen. So in the last class, the last tutorial class, we have seen all the regression matrices. Okay, that is the MAE. Then we have seen about the MSE. Then we have seen about the root mean square error. Then we have also seen about the fourth one, that is R2 score. Then we have seen the adjusted R2 score, and we have seen about the relative mean square error. All these things we have seen that. Okay. Now in today's class, we are going to see about the mathematics of gradient descent. Okay, how it is needed and why it is needed. Okay. So when we talk about the in machine learning, these are the terms too much important. That is MSC, then gradient descent, learning rate, and cost function. Okay. So we can see how learning rate, this learning rates affect the result. Okay, so all today's class, so we are focusing on the gradient descent part. Okay, so let me save this. Today's date is 7th March. Okay, so we will start with the basics, then we can see the mathematics behind it. Okay, so let us, in the linear algebra, when we talk about the linear algebra, if we have equation y is equal to 2x plus 3, so what we have? We have the x value, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what we can do, we can easily calculate the value of y based on this equation. So what is the value of these? These values are 5, 7, 9, 11 and 30. Okay. But in case of machine learning, when we talk about the machine learning, we have it. We have a data set, training data set, that is x and y. These both are given. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have the value 5, 7, 9, 11 and 30. So what we have to do, with on basis of this data set, we have to find the equation of the line, or we have to find the function, means y is equal to fx. This function we have to find it. Okay, and this function is what? This function is known as prediction function. Okay, we can also say that pattern. Okay. Are you clear with this? That in the linear algebra, what is happening? We have the equations given, and based on that equation, x is given, and we calculate the y. But in machine learning, we have given the x and y. Okay, and on the basis of that, we have to find the equation. Means that we have to find the pattern between x and y. That is the prediction function. Okay. So same like so. Then what we have to what we are doing, we are finding a using the linear regression, we are finding what? One straight line, and this is the best fit line. I already told you the difference between the best fit and perfect fit. So this is slide 2. So we can what the process is there. So let us one data set, we can say that we have a area, and area is 2600, 3000, 3200, 3600 and 4000. These are the area given, and we have to predict the price. So price is 550k, then 565k, then 6110k, and 6106k, 725k, and we can predict the price by calculating the value of m, that is the mx plus c. So m, let's us, we calculated the value of m is equal to 78 into area plus this intercept is 16164. Okay, now we have the graph. When we see the graph, and we have this point, this is 1 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 point. So, and this is the price, and this is what? Area. So what we are doing, we are calculating one straight line, which is known as best fit, and based on that we have calculated. This is the process we are doing it. Okay, so what we are doing till now, what we are doing, we are calculating MSE, that is 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n, and that is delta I whole square. This MSE is known as what? Cost function. This we are doing. And what is delta I? Can anyone tell what is delta I? Anyone? What delta I predict here? What is the equation for delta I? Arnav, can you tell what is delta I here? That already written, that I have already written. What is Rishikesh? What is y minus? Yes. Yes. Nikita and Rishikesh, you are also right. That is the yi. That is the actual minus y predict. Okay. Now anyone can more elaborate these equations? Yi minus y predict. Can anyone elaborate it? Combining the Arnav equations. अर्नब ने जो इक्वेशंस दिया है mx प्लस सी उसको यूज करके कैन यू एलोबरेट दिस इक्वेशन? एनीवन? एनीवन? No one in the class who can elaborate that. Rishikesh. So we have MSC. I already told you that is 1 by n summation I is equal to 1. Okay, Rishikesh, you are right. And then what? How the C has came? That C is only B, na? Rishikesh, you are getting confused with C and B. So we can say that 1 minus n summation I is equal to 1 n and yi minus y predict. This is the equation. So finally we can write 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n, that is yi minus mxi plus b. This is the whole square. This is the MSE. This we are doing this. यही तो हम कर रहे हैं. This is only we are doing ना. Okay. So now means we have to reduce this mean square error. We have to reduce this. So now imagine slide number 4. So we have what? We have the three things. What is that? One is MSE, which is known as cost function. And second one we have M, that is known as slope. And third one we have the B, that is known as intercept. So when we plot this, so it will be like this. So this will be a cost, this will be a slope, and this will be a intercept. Okay. Rishikesh, I will come to that. That is the difference between the loss function and cost function. Okay. Now you focus on the cost function part. So we have a ball like a structure. Okay, this is the ball like a structure we have. So I can show you the graph. This is the wait. See this graph you can see. Can you see this graph? I want to open it, but still it is. Wait, let me open it. So I think this ball structure, you can see that. So this is the this side, this is the cost. This side we have the weight, that is the slope, and this is the B is the intercept. So we have to we have to reduce the cost. This cost should be reduced. So what happened? We have to find this local minima. Okay. So the cost will be reduced and we can find the value of M and B. Okay. So for this, what we have to use, we have to, have you understood this diagram? Everyone, are you clear with this diagram? This is the graph. This is the 3D view of cost versus intercept versus slope. Okay. So what we have the gradient descent here. So gradient descent plays an important role. On the Google, you can find Rishikesh, on the Google, you can find this. You can write the uh, 3D view of cost versus slope versus intercept. Okay, I have also downloaded from the Google only. So, so we can. So, what is that simple definition of gradient descent? So, gradient descent is an algorithm that finds best fit line for given training dataset. Okay. So now when we see, we have now we break the graph into two parts. So one is the graph that is the cost versus M. Okay. So this is the local minimum. And another one is that cost versus, that is the B. That is the cost versus B. This is the local minimum. Okay. This point, this local minima we have to find. So for the minimum, for the minimum cost, what is the value of M? For this minimum cost, what is the value of B? This we have to find it. That's why gradient descent is an algorithm which finds the best fit line for the given training data set. Means हम एक लाइन फाइंड करना चाह रहे हैं ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट के हेल्प से, जो कि मिनिमम डिस्टेंस हो all the data points. Okay. Now the question arises how to find it. So let us take one graph. This is B and this is cost. Now our cost will be here. At the initial state, our cost will be here. So if we have this local minimum, so if we take a bigger steps, this step, sorry, we can change the chart. If we take the bigger steps, then what happens? This local minima will be escaped. So at this point, this is the slope. So we use the two concept. Okay, that is the calculus. Calculus will help me to take the baby steps, छोटे छोटे steps लेंगे. And another one, that is the slope. What the slope? That is, it is calculated by the derivatives. Okay, derivatives of b with respect to ms. ठीक है, तो ये कैलकुलस अगर आपको समझना है, अगर आपको ये कैलकुलस आपने, yes, slope will be complex, but we will see this. Okay, through the derivatives we can easily calculate it. So this calculus, if you want to see, so there is one channel you can on the YouTube. When you go to the YouTube, it has explained nicely about the that is the essence of calculus by 3 blue and 1 brown. You can go through this. Okay, you can go through this tutorial. It has explained clearly about the calculus. Okay, so I can write here. Whenever you get the time, you can go through this. Thus, that is the 3 blue, 1 brown. Okay, I can send you the link also. It has a 12 lecture. So I can send you the link also. Okay, so you can go through that. You can easily understand that how to how the calculus helps to calculate the to find the step. Okay. So now little bit I can come with you. That is the mathematics part. Okay. So I can explain you little about the mathematics part. That is the maths is fun.com. That is the calculus. Yeah. So now we have to what we have to think about that, the slope. Okay, can you see this screen? So little bit we will discuss about the slope. So when we see about the slope, that is what, that is the change in y and change in x. This is the mainly slope is there. Okay, when we have to find the slope of 2 point, that is what, average of the slope. Here you can see, if the two nodes are given, we can find the average of slope. But when we have to find the slope at a point, okay, so there is nothing to measure. So there is the 2 points are there. So we can see the change in x, change with respect, the change in y with respect to x, that we have to calculate it. Okay, so this is the simple formula for the uh, slope. Okay, are you clear with this? Now we are coming to the another rule, that is the partial differentiation. That is important. Okay. So I think partial differentiation, you know that how we will use the we will differentiate. Wait, let me. I think the net is why the nets are slow. Yeah. So you can see there. Yeah. So in the partial differentiation, what we are doing, where we hold some variable constant. Okay. So we can see fx. So fx is x square. So what is the derivative? That is the 2x. If we have this is one variable, y cube. So what is the partial derivative? That is the, with respect to x, it will be 2x, and with respect to y, it is the 3y square. Okay. Why am I explaining you this? Because in our problem also we have the two values. That is the what are the two values? M and B. Because when we see the combinations, when we see the MSE equation, what is that? Can anyone tell? That is 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n yi minus mxi plus b. So here the two variables are there. Okay. That's why we are using here what? Partial derivative. So are you clear with this partial derivatives? How to calculate the partial derivatives? I'm forwarded the link also. Okay, so whenever you get the time, you can go through this. So now we are coming to the uh, our problem. So we have the our problem. So let us start with one how we will calculate the partial derivative. Yes, yes, Rishikesh, you are right. So this is f x is equal to x cube. So for the one variable, what is that? Dx, that is x cube, is equal to what is the output? Can anyone tell? It is 3x square. Now when we have the two variable in the equation, we have a two variable, that is x cube plus y cube. So what is this? So dx is equal to 3x square plus 0, that is 3x square, and another one df by dy, that is what? It is 0 plus 2y. So finally 2y. This is the output when we have a 3y. Okay, yeah, sorry, it is a 3y. 3y square. Okay, are you clear with this? Okay, so this is the one values and this is one values. Now apply same thing on the MSE and tell me the value. Apply the same thing on the MSE. MSE is equal to 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n yi minus mxi plus b whole square. So what will be the derivative of this MSE with respect to dm and dmse with respect to db? Tell me what is the value it will come. Anyone who can tell? No, this is wrong. What I told you that MSE is equal to 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n. This is yi minus mxi plus b whole square. You have to calculate derivative of MSE with respect to dm and dmse with respect to dv. What is the value? Everyone calculate it. Anyone got what is the? Okay, so whatever you get the answer, kindly verify this. So it is d is equal to 1 by n, 2 by n, summation of I is equal to 1 to n minus xi yi minus mxi plus b. This is the derivatives of MSE with respect to m. Now derivative of MSE with respect to b is equal to 2 by n summation I is equal to 1 and this is yi minus mxi plus b. This is the output. प्रतीक ने क्या किया है? y माइनस 2yi, ये किसका इक्वेशन है प्रतीक? ये हाँ, ये है विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू m. तो इसी तरह विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू b निकालोगे तो निकल जाएगा. सो आर यू क्लियर विद दिस टू इक्वेशंस? अब इसी दो इक्वेशन का हम लोग यूज करेंगे. ठीक है, are you clear with this? So this partial differentiation, what is this? ये जो partial differentiation है, ये हमें क्या दे रहा है? ये हमें स्लोप दे रहा है, जो कि हमें डायरेक्शंस दे रहा है. और लर्निंग रेट जो है, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द लर्निंग रेट, इट गिव्स यू द स्टेप्स. Okay, so we will see this. So m is equal to m minus learning rate into the derivative of MSE with respect to m. Similarly, b is equal to b minus learning rate is equal into d by dv. So what we are generally doing here, हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि ये देखो, ये MSE है, ये b है, ये एक हमारा ग्राफ बना. हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे, ये जो पॉइंट है, दिस पॉइंट इज b1. After that again we have to calculate this one, this b2. b2 is equal to, this point value will be b1 minus learning rate into d by dt. You got the point? Are you clear with this? So what we are doing with these two equations, we are calculating the directions. This slope is giving the direction, किस direction में move करना है, or this b will give the values, point. Okay, so now we will implement this. Okay, are you clear with this till now? Here any doubt is there? कोई doubt है किसी को? You can ask, else we can move to the implementation part. We will write the code for the gradient descent. Okay, तो आइए हम लोग ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट के लिए कोड करें. Okay. Now here we can see I have implemented one code. You can see ये देखो एक मैंने क्या किया है. You can see the code, everyone. So what we have taken numpy, gradient descent x into y, current m and b. M and b will be 0, iteration will be 10, and n is equal to what is n, that is the length of x, and learning rate we have taken 0.8. 0.08. We will see how we will change the learning rate. It affects the output. So what we have taken for I in range, y predicted into m current into x plus b current. Cost we have seen, that is the MSE formulas. Then we have taken MD. MD is what? That is the derivative of MSE with respect to M. BD is what? Derivative of the two formulas we have calculated. The two formulas what we have calculated, that is these two. Okay, and then we have calculated M current, B current, that is the M current minus learning rate into MD, B current minus learning rate into BD, and print M, B, cost and iteration, and these are the values. ठीक है, कोई डाउट है किसी को ये समझने में? Now see, here selection of learning rate is too much important. अब देखो वैल्यू कैसे चेंज हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो हम लोग 10 आइट्रेशन के लिए लिए हैं. 10 आइट्रेशंस के लिए सबसे पहला वैल्यू हम यहाँ लिख देते हैं 0.1. ओके, so we are taking 0.1. now we execute this code. See what the output it is coming. It will take time because see it executed. So my first cost is 89, and for the second iteration, for the iteration 1, my cost is becoming 165. तो हमारा एरर जो है वो क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है. लेकिन हमें क्या करना है, एमएससी को घटाना भी तो है. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? When we have taken the learning rate 0.1, for the first iteration, 0th iteration, the cost is 89. But for the first, that is the next iteration, my cost is what? It is increasing. You can see the cost is increasing. Everyone is saying, means that this learning rate is not good. So what we will take? We will take 0.9. Now we will check that. Again, you can see my cost is what? Again, it is increasing. From 89, it has become to 113. पर हमें क्या करना था? Cost को reduce तो करना था. So what we will do? We will take the another value. Now you can see it is perfect. That is 89 से हमारा cost जो है 71 आ गया. नेक्स्ट टाइट्रेशन के लिए 56 आ गया, फिर 45 आ गया, फिर 36 आ गया. You got the point? How the learning rate plays an important role? Everyone. Arnav, are you clear with this? ऋषिकेश, अंकित, अगेन मैं समझा देता हूं. यहां पे देख लीजिए, हम यहां पे 0.1 ले रहे हैं लर्निंग रेट. नाउ व्हेन वी एग्जीक्यूट दिस कोड, we can see that सॉरी मैंने ये देखो 0.7 भी लेंगे तो हमारा क्या हो रहा है, ये देखो यहाँ पे वैल्यू देखो, ह्यूज लॉस हो रहा है. तो हो सकता है कि ये ह्यूज लॉस के चलते वैनिशिंग ग्रेडियंट प्रॉब्लम आ जाए. हमारा जो है ये दोनों डिफरेंस देख रहे हो, दोनों में कितने सारे डिफरेंस है. ओके, हमें क्या करना है, धीरे धीरे रिड्यूस करनी है. ये क्या हो रहा है देख रहे हो, 89 से तुम 38 पे जा रहे हो, तो ये क्या हो रहा है, 50% से भी कम चला जा रहा है. 89 का 50% कितना होगा, 45. 45 से भी नीचे चला जा रहा है. बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द 0.8, what is here, it is 89, 71 is there. You got the clear, Ankit Kumar? Are you clear with this? ओके, सो ये हमारा हो गया. अब हमें क्या करना है, अब हमें क्या करना है, आइट्रेशन पे ध्यान देना है. तो आइट्रेशन पे देख लो, हमने क्या किया, यहाँ पे 10,000 कर दो, इसे 100 करके देखो. फर्स्ट विल डू द 100. ये देखो 100 पे किए तो हमारा कॉस्ट जो है 89 से 71 आया, 71 आया, उसके बाद 99 पे आके 0.41 आ गया. अभी भी रिड्यूस हो ही रहा है. तो हमें क्या करना है, हमें यहाँ पे क्या किए, 10,000, 1000 ले लेते हैं, 10,000 ले लेते हैं. ये देखिए, लेट्स सी. माइक ऑफ क्यों हो जा रहा है? ओके, तो जब हम 10,000 पे देखे तो हमारा वैल्यू क्या था? सेम ही था, सेम ही चल रही है अभी तक, वैल्यू सेम ही चल रही है। तो हमें यहाँ पे क्या करना पड़ेगा? एक और फंक्शन लगाना पड़ेगा। ओके, कि जहां पे वैल्यू रिपीटेड आ जाए वहां पे हमारा आइट्रेशन क्या करे? स्टॉप कर दे। यू गॉट द पॉइंट व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग? इस सब वैल्यू कितने के लिए आ रहा है? पूरे आ रहा है क्या? 6,000 5,000 भी हो गए, 5,000 में भी हम लोग आ गए। 5,000 में भी आ गए। पूरा करते हैं, देखते हैं कहाँ तक जा रहा है। ठीक है, तो ये हम 1,000 करके देखते हैं। ये हम 1,000 में देखते हैं क्या आ रहा है। यहाँ पे देखो कॉस्ट जो है यहाँ पे आके सेम हो जा रहा है कुछ। तो यहीं पे आपको क्या लगाना है? क्या लगाना है? एक फंक्शन लगाना है। समझ गया कैसे हो रही है ये चीज? आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? अब आपका टास्क क्या है? द टास्क इज दैट आप इस ड्राइव में जाना, जो ड्राइव है। अब आपको क्या करना है? ये होमवर्क दिया गया है आपको। ये देखो, ये आपको एक फंक्शन दिया गया है। ये टास्क आपको परफॉर्म करना है। आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? ये जो ड्राइव में एक टेस्ट डाटा दिया हुआ है, मतलब कि ये देखो मैं आपको दिखा दूं, ये मैथ्स और सीएससी का स्कोर है। तो मैथ्स हमारा एक्स है और सीएससी का जो स्कोर है वो हमारा वाई है। एक्स एंड वाई की वैल्यू दी हुई है और आपको क्या करना है? ग्रेडियंट डिसेंट एल्गोरिथम लगाना है, एम और बी फाइंड करना है और मैथ डॉट इज क्लोज फंक्शन से आपको स्टॉप करना है। ठीक है, आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? एंड आई विल शेयर द लिंक। यहाँ पे मैं लिंक पेस्ट कर दूंगा, उस पर आपको अपलोड करना है ये चीज। ओके everyone, are you clear with this homework task? So I will share the link on that. You have to upload that. Okay, or I will ask in the next class to, I will ask someone to, anyone, I can ask from anyone to show the output. क्वेश्चन में कोई डाउट है किसी को? क्वेश्चन समझने में किसी को डाउट है तो यू कैन आस्क। एवरीवन इज क्लियर विद द क्वेश्चन? Okay, so for till today we can stop the today recording. Okay, I'm stopping the recording part. Okay.